It's a beautiful day to be alive. I look out, it's raining here in the great state. It's 3:45 p.m. Douche tried to call me. I will not answer the phone. But it's always a beautiful day to be alive. It's always nice. Well, always will be. We hope everybody is well out there. I'm feeling wonderful and delicious and outrageous and contagious. We always do. Look at the calendar. 5th month, Friday night, 16th day. Christmas year. Like I said, the begging season is 5 months away for people on this video platform where this audio goes to. It's called a podcast with a reverb. We're going to talk about the exposure man. Very thin skin, a little triggered, whining about Marky Mark. Played my stuff back, which I appreciate it. Doesn't know how to pronounce Cowpote. I've always said, I get it. It was on the child's menu and also on the adult menu, and anybody could get it. It was 3 pancakes, 1 egg, and bacon. It's Cowpote. I mean, I'd be waiting once in a while. An 8-year-old kid would go, I want the Cowpote. But I get it. Some people's kids, as they say, right? Of course, BlindViews. That's the way he sees it. The way he hears it. Triggered. Again, rage, road, I don't know, whatever. He was whining. I'm not going to listen to that whole 2-hour and some extravaganza last night. I listened up to where he said he's going to knock me down a peg. It's like, I'm excited for that. Doesn't care, but he's going to talk about it. If you don't care, it's like I was telling Mark, I was talking to Mark about this buddy. And I said, it'd be like me doing a review on Rubens and Rachel's. I don't like them, but I do review on it. Even though I don't like it, right? Or do a review on a movie or video game, but I don't like it, I don't play. They care. You all come and listen to me in this voice. Not an echo, it's called a reverb. I'm on a mixer, it's a podcast system where I pay a yearly thing. I had a 10-year contract. Going my 18th year of this behavior. I must say, this week, no recycled gear. I could have brought some steel in, but told the new warehouse geek, I said, we'll just put it in a trailer, cut a few things down, bring it over there out to St. Paul by the river, and they'll take it off with the claws instead of throwing the truck, just throw the trailer. Effed off. Load for bear Monday morning, but 322 miles. I literally sat around back-to-back days for 6 hours at $38. I did nothing at all except surf and listen to videos. Read and listened at the same time. A lot of multitasking. For your boy here, cow shit, cow pie, cowpete, capote. There's a lot of course, World War II behaviors. Brown shirts, 1921. They did conceive last night. And their leader is going to cut us down a few, I guess. But remember, he doesn't care. Lying then or lying now. He listens to me and comes and listens because he doesn't have a life. His life is like the exposure guy. I mean, I like making audios, but I'm also going to go out to dinner tonight. I called Mark and he's going to be out with his grandson. I said, don't worry, we can always catch up later. How easily this man was triggered. He listens, so thank you for listening, sir. You'll be in the title. Appreciate you. But I look out and the trees are green, man. We have green grass and high tides forever. It did pour like a banshee. I was going to go do a cemetery, and a diner. Then I have to get the convertible out the fag car, the 2005 PT Cruiser. Pains me to write that check for $1,200, but it is what it is. Get that out tomorrow. Get a new tree in the front yard. Didn't quite take if we took it out of the side of the house. Go buy one at Menards. I will rise tomorrow morning at 1:30 and go to work and make some get. Remember the brown shirts in 1939, December 1st. Hitler decided to storm those into Poland, and before that he killed a lot of people in his country to practice. We got dragged in by Japan. Came to Hawaii, Pearl Harbor. We got dragged into that mess. A lot of fighting on islands. They got the mighty Mo. If we nuked them not once but twice, then we end up joining forces with Soviets in old Canada, the 51st state, right? We stormed the beaches. One time I told you that. Snap! The next one, we freed the Jews. Rebuilt, and there was a lot of rapings and hangings of people during the downfall of Berlin. The one that Tom Cruise did is a very good movie. Wanted to assassinate him, we couldn't get around to it. Speaking of that, I saw that with the hunch in 86. You didn't know what that meant, hunch. 86 is a term in a restaurant. You get the hell out. 86. I've seen 86, 46. So it's been around. The hunch. You got all scared. It's like, shut up. But we had forgotten war. Remember, one was supposed to end all wars. Vietnam, 58,000 plus from that wall. Washington, Afghan, Desert Storm. Men, women, blue. Balls the size of basketballs. Ovaries the size of oak trees. Appreciate it very, very much. Air Force, Army, and the Marines, and the Navy, and the Merchant, and the National Guard, Coast Guard. You don't even thank you so much. The service is fine, fine, fine country. Without you, a little nothing at all. Make good choices in your life. Would you choose to shower in the shower of Penn State? I would not shower in the shower of Penn State. Start burning Catholic churches to the ground for their behaviors. Boy Scouts, know anything about it. Start speaking for the safety of children, domestic and abroad. Look at the sex trafficking that goes on all the time. Taken was a good movie. Put a bullet in their head. Public hangings for that behavior. We have no time. Remember, watching two men get mad at that. Two men having sex, consensual, can't staple guy to a fence. Then piss and moan. Then watch two women grunt and groan, smash, gash, dental dam, put a condom on. Because that's not a very Christian thing to be doing. Double standards. What do we would say? Line, then a line now, right? Good cheese. Put one on. Prevent AIDS. Magic's supposed to have AIDS. He should be dead by now, but I think this is fear-mongering and lying, because this is fear-mongering radio. Fear and cheer throughout the world. Named after Glenn Beck, one of the big fear-mongers out there. But make sure when you're smashing gas, or when you're having sex, whores in the back seat of the car, sluts on the couch, make love in the bed. Sluts are a little more selective. All hot, filthy, dirty, fun, filthy, dirty sex. Having the time of your life. But all of a sudden, knock, knock on the door. Should have had a condom on. And also do us a favor. You're drinking. That's fine. Don't drive. Call someone. Are you a murderer? Are you a murderer? Somebody. Okay? Pick up the phone. You'll be in an orange jumpsuit last Saturday on the way into downtown Minneapolis. Saw a guy doing the old finger to nose, and somebody else later on, 35W record came and got both. Monday morning, hopefully they looked at the judge, just pled out and said, I made a poor choice, I'm guilty as charged, move on to something more substantial. Because then you can't go to old Canada and enjoy the nice lakes because you're a convicted felon in old Canada. I have no time. 3 people murdered by drunk drivers. Should lose your license for life and go to jail for 25 years. Sweden is pretty harsh, I think. Their drinking and driving behaviors. Those are public. So I'm announcing myself, all the board members of Speculative Sports. Casey Gritz is a new member to the board of directors. We appreciate him taking the oath. He joined me for my Dallas Cowgirls behavior, and appreciate coming on the show, saving trolls. It's always nice to have him on, save some trolls, and have some fun. Oh man, God bless America. It's a little cloudy out. The trees are green grass and high tides forever. Really can't see the trail. That means Coco Banana can't see much. She can hear, so she'll bark. But on the deck, everything but last night, it was windy out, and Bosco likes it because we have, for Thursday night, is seafood night. So he had a little bit of his fish from Costco. But anyways, the hunch. I saw the Comey allegedly, this is, Hall passing it off. And I've seen it it's on eBay. They've got the buttons that says 8646, and it's been. I know what it means. The hunch didn't know what it meant. He was told about this. He has no idea. He's just hall passing it off onto somebody else. I don't like the guy either. I don't want to see any president taken on any while I'm alive. I remember Reagan got shot. I'm like, what the hell? I mean, he was close enough. It's just like where the hunch they went after him in Pennsylvania, allegedly, right? I mean, lucky guy was a crummy shot. It's like the guy was at the golf course. I guess you want to take the guy out. I guess if you have the ability, I guess you can. I guess, but you don't want to see that. We live in a civilized society. But I saw that, and Comey put it up. He knew what he was doing. Don't. I may be dumb, not stupid, and I know what 86 means. I've worked in the restaurant business. You get booted out of a bar. There was a really cool bar off of Cedar. I don't know if it's still open or not. I go by once in a while. They used to have an 86 list in there. Your name was on that wall in that building. Inside, it would say your name was in there. It was pretty funny. Just like there was a Chinese restaurant long gone. Ontario. What the hell is Ontario? Hang on a second. Hello. 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 You're not going to answer? Okay. All right. This is Ontario, and they don't want to answer the phone and save trolls. Away she goes. So I saw that. I'd buy a big chunk of land that 747. Build myself a long ass runway and fly it over and land it and put it on its stomach and make my house. It'd be my 747. It would be my 747. That'd be hilarious as hell. But the hunch has got to have that, He's got to have the 747. I told him at work. I said, I give the guy credit. He's doing the corruption right in front of everybody. Why not, right? I think it's hilarious that he's doing the corruption right in front of us. Nice plane. Kind of gaudy, but it'd be nice for you buy a big hunk of land and fly it right and land it on a nice long runway and make a house out of it. Take the wheels off it, put it on a platform. To hell. Take the engines off the son of a bitch. You can have everything. We don't need electronics out of it. Make it in a house. What the hell? Little hunch. The gift. So anyways, I listened to well, I don't know what's going on. I'll call Karl about Sarasota Tim, and so BlindViews, that's where he hears it because he can't see. So I listened to like 30 minutes of it, and he was, kind of gets that out of the way, so it's kind of nice. He gets all the behavior, so he gets into too afraid to mention me by name, just like morning. Is too afraid to talk about Karl because she's afraid of the king. Right? You can't go against the king. You can't, and because they've both been on my show. Karl and Mark have both been on here and turned down the king. Right? So he won't say much. He's too afraid. So I guess because he's kind of raged a little bit. He's kind of raging. What do you want to say it? Whines or cries. I'd call it cries. Whines a little bit. Well, yeah, he's whining, pissing, and moaning because he's learned not to be overly critical. So he does listen to me, and we've talked to Karl because he mentioned one-trick pony. Karl is a one-trick pony. Yeah, he does what he does, but he does it for fun. Where you do it, Mr. BlindViews in Pennsylvania, you do it for money. And he was raging and pissing and moaning about Sarasota Tim because right after he talked about us and said he was going to knock us down a peg, I'm waiting for the knock down a peg. Here's the problem with Barium, that one idiot. I'm going to talk about him. Is that they like to be critical, and I can be too, but they can't handle being critical of you. So no one's publicly pushed out like I have on BlindViews. I don't come and troll. I'm blocked on both channels because he's a Nancy boy. Okay, he can't handle being critical, just like the exposure guy. He can't handle is that Marky Mark makes fun of him. He can't handle it. I've had people, what was his name? W Network. He went to jail, and his Amberly Ambrosia deleted the whole channel, and he got in his car, pretended to be me. It was epic. He didn't do it very well, but it was still funny. I commented down below another one where he was really stoned a good 7 years ago, and he had like a chain on, and because I called him out for fake wrestling, and he was all pissed off. I was cheering for your Cowboys, and he had he's all, and she's going Cowpote, Cowpote. He couldn't. She's going Cowpote in the background. Epic time. I loved it, man. There was two other. I'm like, overseas guys that would play video games and bitch about me. I guess they're out there. Dave said they're out there somewhere, but they play a video game and complain about me. And I'm like, really? So I get it, man. I'm going to be critical. I get it. I feel sorry for these people like the exposure guy in BlindViews, because especially BlindViews, allegedly he's blind, can't go anywhere. So what does he do? He's a very unhappy man. He pisses and moans about people, watches Tater, critical of him, and then pissed him about Sarasota Tim because he was all upset that Sarasota Tim did bing, bing, bing. I've been doing my bicycling one. What are they getting? Some get 25, whatever it is. I enjoy what I'm doing on my channel, Adventure Channel. I put a bunch on both channels. We'll be out later on the other channel of the St. Martin, right? And he's so upset that he can't, that Timmy doesn't edit, because he is the content police. He's the editing police. You have to do it the way he wants it. This is not the Marine Corps. This is not the Army. Okay, this is none of that behavior here. Okay, this is YouTube. You do you, what you want. That's why it's YouTube, no-tube, whatever. But you could tell he was pissed. You know what I'm saying? He just. So he's going to do a video, I guess. Knock us down a peg. Will he? If he does, will he say Cowpote? Will he say Karl? Because Karl has been on here on a regular basis, so he comes to the audios. He comes to them. I don't want to hear hall passing. Someone told you. I don't want to hear that. You know. I got by through the opening, and then I listened, and he gets out of the way, and then I went ahead. He's bitching about Timmy and bitching about, and then at the end playing his guitar. No one cares about playing your guitar. No one cares. No one gives two F's about the cups, and no one cares about playing guitar. Great, you can play guitar. I'm happy for you. One of many people in this world can play guitar. Okay. He can't go anywhere without the better half taking him somewhere. And, you know, and he got kicked out of a mall, which I guess I'm not surprised. Malls, you know, they have their rules. You know, the Daily Woo, who's back in the country, back down at Disney, got kicked out of the Mall of America. And I think Carpetbaggers have before us too as well. And they have the rules. So he is a one-trick pony. I mean, a triple tree pony. I mean, he's just so enraged about Mikey getting free stuff. I guess doesn't hurt to ask. Wandering Gypsy, go look up Wandering Gypsy. Deb gave her a free pair of shoes. It's her birthday. The Haas' birthday in September. People send her stuff to her P.O. box. You know, that Squirmy and Grubs, they were from Minnesota. I think they're in California. Squirmy and Grubs, look them up. Go back in the archives. It's still there. They had a whole room full of stuff. People love to send stuff. You want to give me something? A simple like and a comment. That's my like or dislike. I love looking at the dislikes. My favorite thing to look at on here when they dislike it. You know, it's an audio, so it's hate listening to me. They come to my videos. They come when I talked about when Mark would finally die at his feet. But it was just kind of funny to listen to him piss and moan. But it was just hilarious as hell. I thought it was funny. I'm going to take him down. He's too balls to say her name. He's too gutless. Hey, I get it. No one's going to cut me. They've come before, but I'm more ripping on the king. I think people that like drama will come to me, but not like it, but they won't dislike it. They'll come and listen because they're too afraid. Like, morning. She won't talk about Karl. Not a chance would she talk about Mark. She won't do it because that'll piss off the king, because the king owns the soul of all these YouTubers. You know, the Carolyn Caravan, that unhappy white woman, that's his twin sister because she's very, very angry like he is. He's a very angry white man. He is. My brother, and I love him dearly, is the bitch. He's not angry, he's just unhappy about certain things. My sister, who passed away on 8/88, was very unhappy at times too as well. My brother that died 12/12/12 was a righty, and he would, you know, I used to troll him and get him going, you know, about politics. But I feel sorry for people that find YouTube for a social hour, because that's all BlindViews does. He talks to the people in the chat room. Hello, thanks for coming, thanks for the money. Because it's just e-begging. That's why he has it there. So people give him money. For what reason? I have no idea. That's why he plays guitar. So people think they're at a rock concert. I mean, he looks like Ace Frehley. He's rode hard and put away wet. I guess they think they feel they have to give him money on YouTube. He's not a rock. He may look like Ace Frehley, like I said. He may look like some motorcycle on roids. But why in God's name you give money to anybody on this video platform? Still makes me laugh, and then it makes me cry, and then it makes me scream. that people actually give money to people like this idiot who he pisses and moans about Mike, but he's e-begging. I mean, he's done his membership. She doesn't. How long is it? She's like the Mighty Python, the lady out there. She hasn't done any either, from I understand. I'm not paying to be membership. If you're going to have the membership, Dave keeps telling me that people are pissed on the Adventure Channel that don't have memberships. I said, who in the hell am I going to have when I do a live stream? Who in the hell? I am not going to have a membership. I am not Paul Stanley. I'm not Bruce Springsteen, okay? If you're going to do those memberships, then you better do a weekly one. Weekly show for all your haters, all the brown shirts. That's what you better do. In my mind, that's what you better do. So all the brown shirts can piss and moan. And you can have your little behaviors going on, right? That's what you can do. You can say, hey, bitches, let's talk about things. I still don't understand. You're just strangling to improve production. Speaking of Patreon, whatever else, when Squirmy and Grubs was doing that, this is like 2 years ago, they put in the post, and some lady goes, I'm in my 80s, I really love your content, I really enjoyed listening to you two guys, and I support you, but she goes, I can't pay for the extra, whatever it was, for extra content. I know Carolyn RV does that, and I know that Over 50 chick was going to, but once you put yourself behind a paywall, like Haggy Rants does over on Twitch, you're stunting your growth. State Fair has a shitload of free concerts going on this year, whole bunch. You pay to get in the place, but you have a bunch of free shows you can go watch, and you can go experiment. I've been to George through the Double Destroyers. Have been a lot of free events from here in Minnesota. The Taste of Minnesota, he was there. He was free to get in, and it was a great show. And it was a full bunch. When he always said he likes those festivals because he gets a lot of people who will come to it and stay for a show. Just like I saw Chris Isaac in Reno the next day. A good friend of mine who was a George Thorogood fan. We saw him. He goes, "You want to see Chris Isaac?" We were like way back in 25th row, and I've liked him ever since. I've seen him about 6-7 times. Really good in concert. So I enjoy a good concert, but I'm not paying any of these, because that's why on this channel I'm 125 away from 1,000. Right? I thought I was closer because I thought that they gave me the ability to have the paywall thing if I wanted to have it, and then I could ask for money. I guess I don't know. So to get to 1,000 for amount of time, I thought I was there because I thought it was 500, but I just think these membership things is just stupid. All you're doing is enriching YouTube. Anybody can listen to any of my stuff. Same thing on Spreaker. They wanted to have a membership. Who in their right mind is going to listen to my membership stuff? Let's go. I forgot to look over here. Let's see. The sources are the usual. Is Chrome. They've been real big. 37 Podcredit, Spotify. They pay me. I appreciate it. Al Podcast, iVox, Apple Core, Savan, Opera. Opera, something new. Okay. I think the geolocation pretty much the same. Canada is 12 times. Ontario. Georgetown 11 times. Okay, Georgetown, thank you so much. United States, California, Minnesota, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Virginia, Missouri, Illinois, California, big one, Fremont, and Minneapolis 3 times, New York, Queens and White Plains, okay, New Pennsylvania, Erie, Illinois, Chicago, City of Organized Crime, Missouri, St. Louis, North Carolina, Indian Trail, Virginia, Vinton, and of course, Sweden, Japan, Netherlands, let my people go, Kenya, India, Finland, South Korea, Norway, Pakistan. Really? Pakistan? It's kind of funny. Netherlands, South Holland. Someone's coming in. I appreciate it very, very much. Japan, Osaka. 1 and 2 other ones to say. I love Sweden. They have great chocolate. Vassberg, Baden County, and Chicago County, 4. The one's way in the middle, one's down below. So Time of my life. But I guess he's going to knock us down a peg. I guess he's got an eye appointment for his blind, I guess, right? And then we're going to get a video. He's going to go outside, show us how to edit, walk around, scare people. I'm happy he's going to go outside. I mean, I'm glad he's gone outside. He's listening to what before, leaving the house. He's better than... He just looks uncomfortable. I think people are trolling him by telling that in the chat because it's a social hour. It's all... Again, it's like in a bar, right? You're sitting around a bar, and all your buddies come in, small town, like where I got Randall, Minnesota. Any of your a small town is 400 under, okay? Not 1,000, okay? And you're sitting at the local jamboree in Houdan, the VFW, drinking beer. In walk, I walk in. Karl's there. Mark's there. How you doing? Everyone says hi. And that's all BlindViews does. He talks to people in the chat room with that stupid, that high pitch, no balls drop, giggling, cackling, whoever in the hell is in the room, you know. People giving him money. He's an e-beggar, like it or not, you know, little shekels. And then this Amazon behavior, like I guess if he buys something... You know, like me saying, if you want to go to St. Martin, you know, here's a link to it or something, right? You know, like I've always wanted. I saw the video in Orange Beach, right? I do a video in Orange Beach, and here's my link down below to a hotel or something. You know, wherever I go, I always tell people I like San Diego, love San Diego, I love to go there. I love Virginia Beach is a great place to go. It's a lot of fun. It's a beautiful town. Maryland, I mean, Ocean City, not so much. The steakhouse I was speaking before, that was in Myrtle Beach. I think I talked about a steakhouse. It was Myrtle Beach. It was a beautiful steakhouse. We went to that one. Myrtle Beach is a one and done. You go, it was during bike week, I get it. There's certain things I like. You go buy it, I like it. It's Cowpote approved. I love Rockstar. I love to travel. I fly Delta, whatever. You know, I mean, there's certain things that I do like. And I like my mixer, my headset. I like my DJI. My pocket, whatever else. Certain YouTubers out there, go listen to them. You know, go listen to Huss. She's over in Australia right now. She did a really filler video in LA. I listened to part of that because I was bored. Just had my ear walking through the airport, whatever, to fill content. And I didn't listen. I was going to Wandering Gypsy was on a horse, not a big deal. Don't need to listen to that. And she wasn't going somewhere. I was just riding a horse. Don't care. Listen to It's History, really good thing out there. Sidetrack Adventures, listen to him today. Really, really good videos. He does a good job. Those are people I like. I mean, go check them out, man. I mean, there's a lot of good YouTubers out there do a history of World War II, man. A lot of them on the war stories. The Mark Felton guy is really, really good. He does a very, very good job on history with Hitler and all that behavior. He's really, really good. You know, it's. I get all this drama, but to listen to BlindViews piss him on for 2 hours and play guitar, no one cares. And then he says he doesn't care about us, but he's going to do a video about it, and he pisses him on. But if you don't care, then don't think about it. He cares. He cares because he's the brown shirt, man. He's Ace Frehley, right? Allegedly, he's blind, but he can read those things, and he's an e-bagger. I've said before, he's pissed that Mikey gets more money than he does. He's pissed that he actually asks for stuff and gets stuff. He gets pissed. So Barium, let's get to you. Exposure. Mark sent me a message. He was pissing him on, right? So I got the message from YouTube that he used my stuff. It'll tell you just real quick. You get an email, or you can whatever. When you pull it up, it'll give you a thing. I said, okay. So I went over and listened to it, and I did Big Baby, and he took it down and put it back up. I don't know if my comments are blocked or gone or not. They're probably blocked. I can see it. No one else can. So he was sitting in the garage, out in his grandma's house out there listening, you know, with that look on his face, because he went to Pat Benatar. I saw when I was 21 with Loverboy. He was hot as hell. I remember that day. It was over there in over there in Minneapolis. It was an outdoor concert, free, carry and share. You bought food and you got it for free. It was a really good show. I mean, she put on I mean, it was hotter than hell. She was in a black outfit, and Loverboy was good, and it was a fun show. And remember that? She really can. I mean, she can kind of sing. So Mark made fun of him, right? And he can't handle it. I said people have made fun of me many, many times. Okay, called me all kinds of names. Even when I was younger, I had long hair. I was a faggot, right? I guess, right? I had a picture of me and my niece, who was 24, who graduated from law school, on my lap. People were trying to say it was sexual. She was on my lap. She's 24, grown-ass woman. I didn't know that, Really? Again, when I coached hockey, and the Burnsville accused me of throwing kids to the penalty box for 3 years because my brother, the bitch, was in Burnsville. Really? I'm like, go right ahead, That came down to them saying, well, then don't do any Burnsville. I said, no, I'm not throwing any kid in the penalty box. This is nuts. This went on for whatever. I told before 3 years, and my lower back was killing me, but that was still kind of funny. The allegations I'm going to throw a 12-year-old kid in the penalty. I'm mad at Burnsville because of my brother, the bitch. But that's what happens when people will get personal with you. That's what they do. They'll question your sexuality, whatever else, or you're hurting, whatever it may be. That's what they do. So if you're gonna be taking a run at Sarasota Tim, people are gonna take a run at you. I mean, I'm a quirky guy. You've seen my videos on the Adventure Channel. I put stuff up here. I'm point and shoot. It's the way I've been. I will edit on my phone. I just don't have time for it. I did a bunch of videos when I was in St. Martin, a whole bunch. I did them in the middle of what I would do one, then I'd do another one, whatever it would want to be. But he was sitting in the garage, his grandma's house, looking down, all pissed off because he's listening to my voice now once but twice. It's called a reverb. This is called a podcast. I pay my way here on Spreaker. I had a 10-year contract with iHeart. It goes up on a free network. It's like I told Mark today. All this hating and behavior going on, that won't stop until they start charging for live streaming on YouTube. Because I've seen people on the overnight just sit there and literally call the police. So if I was live streaming right now on YouTube, and let's say me and Mark were in the room, we were doing a show together, and that's all that is on the overnight thing is socializing and hating on people. That's all it is. I don't hate anybody on this way. I mean, people that hurt children, yeah, I hate them. They should be executed. That's damn right. People that hurt women, yes. I don't hate BlindViews. I just think he thinks he's something special, and this exposure guy can't handle that someone is making fun of him. He just can't handle it. I remember I went down to I pretended I was in Florida, but I'm over there at Lone Lake walking around with a cigar, and people believed it. And people make fun of me spitting and they mumble, whatever. That's always a compliment when they say you mumble, because that means I don't know a thing you're saying. They know what I'm saying. They just don't want to hear it because I can speak without dropping the F-bomb. I mean, you can't hear a conversation out of BlindViews without swearing. The guy has no idea how to speak. He's an angry white man. He is. And the same thing with the other guy. He's an angry white man, an angry adult whose life probably sucked. Doesn't make you live well. Hey, I marry well. I don't want poor people. And the outlet is YouTube. And my outlet YouTube is fun to make a video. Here's my video on my bicycle. If it gets, I'd love to have over 100, but whatever it gets, thank you so much. I was going to go to the cemetery today, but I had some work. I had to run downtown. I said to hell with it. It was raining outside, and I'll probably do it on Sunday before, I'll do the cemetery there in Edina. And I love doing the cemeteries. They're fun to walk around, smoke a cigar, right? But he was so hilarious to sit there, and he was pissed, just sitting there, talk about me. He's talking about me. He's picking on me. What about me? Just like if you ever seen the movie, very good movie. Oh God, what was it called again? Birdcage. When they're in the gay bar. What about me? I have feelings too. It's me. And she's, Gene Hackman's like, look, you're making your mother cry because we have to do this. Come on, and she's crying. What about little old me? That was just hilarious. It was me because he can't handle it. That's how makes fun of him. He can't handle it. He has very thin skin. He's a big baby. This is a grown ass man. Whining. pissing in the morning in the garage, looking down, whining about Marky Mark and making, getting all upset and all frightened, and I can't believe he's talking about me. You can't do that, man. I'm a big baby. I'm a crying man. You bastard. I'm triggered, man. I mean, he's all mad. Please, Mark, don't talk about me like that, man. You're drunk, and please don't talk about it. Oh, I'm sitting in the garage, and I'm so upset and so fun. I'm gonna go listen to BV. I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna trash people. My whole life is in the garage watching YouTube and watching BlindViews. I'm so upset. Eye for an eye out there, and Casey Grits, they're always commenting on the audio addictions, and I'm so upset. I just don't know what to do. I'm a grown-ass man acting like a little child in the high school when I can't ask Mary out for a dance, and or I'm at the roller skating rink, and the snowball happens, and then this gay man named Cowboy comes along and says, "Hey, baby boy, you want to roller skate?" I'm not a gay man, but $20 is $20. I am roller skating with Cowboy. Oh, he's one of the seniors, and now he's come out, and he's now thinks I'm a gay man. Oh, people picking on me, making fun of me. I just can't do it. Oh, I'm in the garage, pissing and moaning and crying. Oh, God, help us all. Oh, BlindViews, please help me. I'm a crybaby, and I just don't know what to do. Oh, I worship Sarasota. Remember, you guys? Remember when I called Walmart? Remember, I was so enraged. I was just pissed off about everything I was raging on. I was mad as hell, and I wasn't going to take it anymore. I was so mad. I was just pissed. I called Walmart and I said, "Do you know who this is? It's me. I'm a rager. And I just drinking beer in the garage. And Marky Mark's talking about me. And so is Cowpote. On a podcast, and I don't even know how to spell podcast, but he's on there with music in the background, the echo, and I took my lovely wife to hit me with your best shot, even though she wouldn't play it. Hell is for children, hell is for me. And I went to the concert. We were at a Native American casino, and I'm like, let's go see Pat Benatar. It would be an epic show, and I'll be there, and I'll put up clips of it, and I'll pretend I'm 21 years old, even though I'm a grown-ass man. I've been listening to Pat Benatar for 2 weeks, and I'm going to take her to the concert. Don't pick on me. I love Pep. Hell is for children. All that stuff. Hit me with your best shot. All these big concerts. I'd love to go there, dudes. I'm just sitting in the garage. I finally left with my wife, and she drove. I had my camera with me, and I put up my YouTube account, and I was so happy. And then all of a sudden, Old Man Nation called me out on cow shit stuff, fear-mongering radio, and I'm so angry at the world. I'm an angry white man. Call the show. I dare you to call into the show, Exposure. The number's out there. Call the show. I don't think he would call the show. The king would be so mad. Could you imagine if he called the show? Oh my word, he'd be so bitter. He'd be bitter as the day is long. Calling into the show, pissing and moaning. You gotta quit picking on me, man. I'm a feeble old man, and I'm very unhappy. I'm living out here in the garage, looking down at the phone. I'm so mad at Mark and Cappy. I can't pronounce it. I can barely function. When I missed, people don't love me anymore. I become enraged and pissed off. Oh my goodness. Why is the world so nasty to me? I don't know what to say. I'm bummed out, dudes. Bajownies. I thought that was pretty funny. I really did. I thought that was epic behaviors. Could you imagine? Morning would call in. Oh my God, get her to call in. Or I might call in and talk about things. Hello, darling, it's me. I'm going to call in. Life and Vibes going to call the show. I'm going to call from Virginia Beach, and I want to spoon with Sarasota Tim, and I'm going to fight over Morning for his affection. That's what I'm going to do. But yeah, it was an epic video because he was just so pissed and playing my stuff back and just so angry and crying and whining and talking slow, talking about me. He's talking about me again. I'm just oh my, you are the biggest Nancy boy. You know what you are? You're a beta cock. You are a beta cock. That's what you are. You're a beta cock. You're ballless. That's all there is to it. It's just it's just the beta cock. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put here. It's gonna put in the title. Browning exposure, beta cock. That's what he is. It's just Debbie Daly would say all the time. She'd call me Cowpote. You're just a beta cock. Because he's ballless. He can't handle that. He can't handle it. He cannot handle that somebody is giving him crap. He can't handle it. He can't handle it. What do you just? I don't like it, man. I'm a beta cock. That's what he is. Oh wow, you can watch beta cock porn videos. I say, merci. Oh, yeah. Let me see. Rage. He did rage. We can write rage. I'll do that for. But the beta cock will be. That's what I'm going to be. The beta cock. Yeah, that's what I'm going to put for him because you are a beta cock. He's got no balls. But that's all there is to it. Don't jump dash to the Greenie Senate train after showing her what a brutal pole. Oh my God. What's his Mrs. Grandchild? I'd love to have him on, but we'll have him on sometime this week. Maybe Sunday we'll have him on. We'll get Karl on. Karl. We'll come for Karl. What the hell? You're supposed to be there. Hey! This is the beta cock here for Mr. Exposure Guy. We're here to talk to you about a Sarasota Tim update.
Okay, well, I think BlindViews kicked me out of his comments. He said he's going to put me with the Minnesota Mumbler.
He what?
I think I made 3 comments on Sarasota's video, and I think he kicked me out.
He did?
Well, it came up on my phone, and I'm driving, so I just kind of glanced at it. But it said something like, I'm putting you with the Mississippi Mumbler or something. I haven't had time to find it.
Oh, really? Oh, he put you on, I mean, made a comment?
Because I said, hey, where are the membership videos? I think I'm missing them. I can't find them. And then I said, I thought someone paid you $20 so we don't have to watch commercials. And then he met his $20 goal, and I'm like, well, good. At least next week we won't have to watch commercials. Well, I don't think he liked those, but they weren't personal. They weren't about mumbling or anything.
So he was all bitter, huh?
Yeah, well, he says he's going to take us a notch down. Do we have any farther down to go?
I guess. It's he can't handle it. It's just like with your buddy that went after a Mark Exposure Guy. You know, couldn't handle it. You know, he was the good old beta cock that he was. Pissed him on. It was pretty hilarious. I thought it was. Exposure Guy was hilarious. Whine about Mark and making fun of him at the Pat Benatar concert. So yeah, he doesn't. Your enemy's list, man. You know, you can't. You're the one that called up. You one dimensional. You're one dimensional. And you know it, and you do it for fun. He's one dimensional, and that's what he is. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's hilarious that he's gonna block you. You can't make it. So you asked for the membership was, huh?
Yeah, where are the membership videos? Why are they paying however many dollars a month when they don't get a video?
Yeah, exactly. It's a pig in a poke, man. A pig in a poke. It's what it is.
Yeah, he didn't take kindly. So, you know, I'm not calling him any names. I'm just asking trivial stuff, but I'm blocked.
Yep, of course.
You know, supposedly when you talk to.
Yep, it's the way she goes. You can't. It's the way she goes, man. You can't. The king gets pissed. He kicks off the servants. He's kicking you out of the kitchen.
Yeah, it's protecting people.
You can't handle it. I'm looking for the video. He's going to bring us down a peg. I guess he's going to bring us down a peg. He's going to bring Santa Claus down. He's going to bring us down a peg.
Yeah, I've been waiting for it. I haven't seen it yet.
He said he allegedly has a doctor point on his blind eyes, I guess, whatever. So I'd rather see a live stream. I'd rather see him do a live stream for just a good hour and just piss and moan about us. That'd be more fun.
Hey, we got a billboard here that talks about a dude that climbed Mount Everest completely blind.
Yeah, I said
not just partially blind, and he climbed Mount Everest.
Exactly.
So what's blind?
Yeah, I said
it's not an excuse.
He should be able to go outside in his own car, drive around, and bring himself places, and the wife can just say, "Here's." You know. Yeah,
I got a bum left arm, and when they say we're going to do 70-pound packages, I don't try to make an excuse. Oh, well, I can't do 70 pounds. I'm like, bring it on. I'll do 70 pounds just like everybody else.
Exactly. You're maybe crippled up, but you're working. But yeah, he's
yeah.
He's something about the car he bought or something. He was pissed about that. Who cares about your car? I mean, I have a PT.
Well, he bought one of those Korean pieces of shit.
No.
I can't complain because my wife's got one.
Yeah.
But it's still a piece of shit.
Yeah, those Korean ones, but I get it. I mean, it depends on what you drive them, and he doesn't drive in the first place, but he was pissed about that, and you know, it's like, you know, I really don't care. I mean, I have a PT Cruiser convertible I bust out, you know, it's my convertible, you know, I mean, it's a fag car my friends call, they all want to ride in it, you know. It's a little...
I know, the big joke about that was Paul McCartney divorced that chick that didn't have a leg.
Yeah.
When she was dating him, they're like, she drives a PT Cruiser.
I mean, I bought it for $5,000. It only had 50,000 miles on it, and it only has 75,000 on it now. I like the vehicle.
Hey, convertible's a convertible.
I used to have a 1999 Sebring, but there was certain things go wrong with it. I love that vehicle. It was a beautiful Sebring. It was gorgeous. It rolled real nice, but when the computers go out in those things, you're screwed. You're screwed. And then the tranny was starting to slip a little bit. So I was like, I don't know, man. I miss it, but nothing lasts forever. When you drive, I drive it all summer long. So.
But unlike BlindViews, we're like, oh, that's the car you want. And, we don't give a shit.
I don't kid. I mean, I'll never apologize for my PT Cruiser. I rented one down the coast. It's a two-seater. Yeah. I love my PT Cruiser. I love it. It's like I've always said. I graduated in '81. I loved having an '81 Mustang. Well, it's slow. I don't care. I love the style of the '81 Mustang, the '81 Corvette. Excuse me. It's like I don't care. If you want to drive those,
I like that with your wife driving you around in the Caribbean. And you looking all scared. She's driving crazy, and you're like, "Oh, I'm gonna have this on film."
Yeah, it was pretty fun. It was a lot of fun driving on that thing. That was fun. Yeah, she was driving like
cows.
Yeah, she was driving like a maniac, man. So we were.
You could see it in your eyes. You were a little concerned.
Yeah, because she wants to drive. We done last time, so she drove, and so we had that was a fun drive. That was a 300 and some for that, whatever that was, for the 6 hours we did. It rained on us on another video, which was fine, and on the other channel it was kind of fun. But that's the best way to get around that town is in that 4-wheeler. 4 people.
Yeah, when my wife and I went to Cozumel, we rented a Jeep to drive around the island.
Right, because they do have.
You only get to see the port, whereas if you get the Jeep, you get to drive around, meet everybody.
Correct. The best thing we have is that they do have tours, which is a joke because it's an easy island to get around, and you go where you want to go when you want to go, instead of going where they want you to go. We went on a tour in Arizona in Flagstaff, and it was fun. It was me, her, and another guy, and the radio was in our helmet, and he took us all over the place. It was just two of us. It was fun. But when it comes to St. Martin, it's a really easy one circle around the whole place. You can't get lost, and you can go to all the beaches. And it rained on us, which wasn't a big deal, so it was fun. We had a gas.
Take a moment to say, hi, BlindViews. How you doing, buddy? We know you're listening.
Yeah, exactly. Just like BlindViews is, because you're the one that called them out, because you could tell he was a little triggered during that. I listened up to when he was pissed more about us. He was too afraid to mention our names about one-dimensional. Coming from a person that's one-dimensional. I mean, that's you. You're the one that talked about it. So.
I know, but I said that like 2 months ago. I mean, what the fuck?
But he holds grudges. Like dogs will know your smell 10 years later.
Buddy.
He will.
You're okay. You keep talking.
He is look with Tater. He still holds.
You remember me?
He holds a grudge against him. He still does. He still holds a grudge because he tried to strike his channel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he still holds that grudge. So he hates you. He'll always hate you because you've come on my show. So.
Hey, how you doing? I'm glad you're home.
But that's what he is. He can't handle it. So. That you're on. He comes and listens. It's what he does. He doesn't do anything else but listen to people on the video platform. That's all he does. Did you go listen to?
Put this up here, buddy.
Did you go listen to that the other guy, the exposure guy, the video?
Oh, Barium?
Yeah. Did you listen to that one?
I've seen the stuff, unless he did something recently. But I think I've seen everything he's done.
Well, he did the one recently though. That pissed him on about me and Mark. Talking about me. He played back my stuff. He did like a 4-minute video because he made fun of Mark made fun of going to see Pat Benatar. Then he listened to me and was pissed that we made fun of him. So he did he was mad about that. He's mad that Mark was on my show talking about him. He was mad that he's making fun of him. He can't handle that. So
Well, he's been on your show a lot. What did he just find out?
No, he's probably see, he made fun of it in the Pat Benatar. So when he came on my show, he actually talked about it again. So he's just pissed because he can't handle the criticism. He'll criticize Tim, but he can't be criticized by anybody else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and Barium spent his whole vacation like cutting down Sarasota. Saying, "Oh, if you have money and you can vacation, this is how you do it. This is the hotel room you can have. This is the concert you can go to." I'm living large because I'm Mr. Big Shot, got money, retired.
Oh, so
what?
So that's all he did?
Yeah, they made a big deal about it, other than just, like when New York Dan was at that Hard Rock, he was saying, "Hey, look at this. This is cool. This is neat." Not like, "I'm doing this. You're a lowlife because you can't." I mean, that's kind of vibe I got.
Oh yeah, that's what that good. You went. I'm happy for you. I mean, I don't think I really mentioned. I mentioned you a few times for fun, but I don't sit there and say, "Hey, I can afford to go to St. Martin." Great, I hope someone comes and sees what we did, and the few.
Well, yeah, even you, when you were in St. Martin, you weren't like shoving everybody's face. "Oh, I got money. I'm in St. Martin." Right. You're like, "Hey, this is St. Martin. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
check this out. Check this out."
Like I said,
it wasn't. He just had a different vibe to the way he was showing his vacation.
Correct. I mean, hey, I like St. Martin, man. It's affordable it's somewhat affordable. She got a good deal because they had a sale on Black Friday on it on our week. We saved like $1,000. It's like I said, I think before, it's not too expensive, but it's not cheap. But it's right. I mean, it's not like going to Mexico where your girl Caravan, what her name is. I guess she doesn't feel well. She probably drank the water when she was in Mexico. You know what I'm saying? She probably drank the damn water. So
well, you're not at some all-expense paid club where they cram everybody in.
Correct.
And give them watered down alcohol.
Correct. I mean, it costs more money to have all inclusive, which is not worth it because there's only the restaurants are 2 or 3. It's more fun to go into town, and I'm not a big drinker in the first place. I mean, it's not worth it. I mean, so I mean, it's just expensive enough to have it make it affordable and fun, and it's not overly crowded, and they have a nice couple restaurants, and it's easy to walk into town. You don't have somebody guarding you with an AK-47 like in Mexico or even Jamaica. They don't want you to leave the resort in Mexico. I mean, in Jamaica, they don't want you going to town. They don't want you to because there's too many problems. And people same thing as what's those other islands somewhere over in Jamaica, Haiti. Yeah, Haiti, same thing. They don't want you to go into town. It's the beauty of St. Martin. If me and you are there with your wife, we can walk into town. You can walk up the steep hill.
What you don't see in Haiti is they got big, huge barbed wire walls and dudes walking the perimeter with machine guns.
Correct. So that's not a place I want to go. That's not a place I want to go.
So you don't want to leave the wire.
Yeah, you don't want to leave it. And they have that in Mexico, and Jamaica is the same thing. I can't remember where that town is, but KQ92 took a bunch of listeners there 2 years in a row, and then Tom Bernard said, last year we went, somebody got arrested. They went into town, got arrested. I can't remember what the town is called, but it's in Jamaica. It's some Caribbean island that's somewhat popular. People go there because it's cheap, just like when that Carolyn chick went. It's a cheap place for her to go, and I get it, but you don't drink the water. The Daily Woo, the guy told him, his little tour guide who knew him from YouTube, said, don't drink the water. And I had a friend of mine that was I think they went to Mexico, and the wife had a salad, and they make it they wash the salad with water. Well, guess what happened? She got sick from the water, from the salad, because you don't drink the water. You just don't.
There's supposed to be like a vacation for people with mobile homes and campers where they put them in Mexico, they put them on a train.
Yep.
And then you do your whole Mexican vacation in your own camper, but on a train.
Oh, really?
And that sounds cool.
Right. That sounds cool.
And, when they pull into it, they're only pulling into big towns on the train station.
Right.
So, and I'm sure they have security and this and that.
But if you can't drink the water, I mean, it was St. Martin. We had water with our meal a few times. Not a big deal. Right out of the tap. Not a big deal. It was fine. I had a few times when you ask for water, you'd ask for tap water. It was fine. Never had a problem with it. So not a big deal. But that's probably why that chick Carolyn got sick, because she was probably mixing her water with her drinks. So that's the problem. So, but
yeah, well, they warn you about that.
Oh, I know, but some people don't listen. Some people don't listen. They don't care. They think they can drink the alcohol, it's going to be okay. But I'm not going to Mexico. I know it's cheap, and you go to the party, but I just don't like a place where you don't want you going to town. I don't like it. You're a target. I don't like it.
It's just parasites they don't get rid of that we do in the United States, so you don't have a tolerance for it.
And
your body hasn't built up stuff to kill them.
And the sewer, you walk around town, the sewer's wide open, you can smell it. It's just not a cool place. It's you can smell it everywhere. And you get into Mexico City, it's just you don't eat anything from the vendors. There was a girl on here. She was a singer, really good singer. I don't know what her name was, but I've seen a few of her songs, and she went somewhere overseas, and I didn't see her for a while, and she got really sick because she ate a taco. I can't remember the country was, but it was some third world country she went to, and she ate a taco from one of the taco vendors on this. It wasn't Mexico, it was somewhere else. Maybe it was, but she got really sick for like about 2 weeks. She was bedridden because she had whatever she ate on one of the vendors. It might have been Korea or somewhere, but wherever she went to with her boyfriend, she got sick because she ate something. Yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah, you're a cook, just like I'm a cook. We know how sick you can get.
Oh, hell yeah!
If you don't do things right.
We talked about it. You can kill somebody. You can kill somebody if you're a cook. I've told it before. When I would wash your damn hands, that's why, again, we've talked on cruises. I love cruises, and that's why when I'm at a buffet, I have a napkin in my hand when I'm picking up the spoon, because I don't know where your hand has been. We were in Las Vegas. We were in Las Vegas, and we had a free weekend at Embassy Suites, right? So we're in. They're having like a little, you can get the free drinks, and we're walking over the chips, and a guy your age reaches in with his hand and gets a chip. My wife goes, "What the hell are you doing?" He looks and goes, "Where have your hands been?" She goes, "Why are you grabbing in there like that? You're not home." He got all, looked at my wife, and then she goes, "We need to send him with chips. This guy's a pig." The guy got all mad at my wife. She goes, "I don't care. You don't put your hands in there." He got all mad at her. He got all mad at her. "I don't care." We were at that big casino in Massachusetts, that little big one it's called. I don't know what it's called, whatever it's called, the Indian Casino. We saw George Thorogood there, and the lady could be your mom, right? She has shrimp, and instead of just throwing the shrimp, she puts her finger on the mashed potatoes first to put it back on, and then the shrimp, the same thing. I looked at her, I go, "What are you doing, ma'am?" She looked at me and I go, "What are you doing?" She's just using her fingers to push stuff off the spoon. I've seen that on cruises with old people.
Yeah.
That's why people get sick on these cruises. They don't wash their hands. And that's why whenever I'm on a cruise, I have a napkin in my hand. Every time I go up there and get something, because I don't know. That's where it all starts. You crack one off in the bathroom, just kind of run water over your hands. You're grabbing at something on a spoon. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened. People are pigs. So that's what happens. So what's going on with your uncle Timmy? What's the scoop here for all the listeners? I mean, you are the lead.
The good one today is he did a video early, and his Tammy Tea Bucket had a real negative comment, and then they caught it, and it's been up, and I don't know. He went to Starbucks and asked for cream in his coffee, and when he got his coffee, it was just coffee with no cream in it. And he's like, it's a first world problem. Like, oh my God, I have to restrain myself. No, someone just didn't put cream in your coffee, dude. You just go ahead and get, you know what I mean?
You're right. It's not a big deal. Yeah, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, and he's turning into the issue, and Tammy's, her comment is essentially, you just need to go there and throw the coffee in their face.
Right.
And because Tammy's no better than he is.
Right. Well, he's
no saint.
Right.
He's no saint.
Right. There's so many people that are such I mean, what's his name? The Daily Woo is big on coffee. The caffeinated. He always needs caffeinated beverage. His coffees have to be at Starbucks or something else. But I know a lot of people are coffee Nazis. Like my wife is like that. She has to have. She makes her own. She brews her own coffee every morning. You know what I'm saying? She gets her own coffee. She has to brew her own.
I have a coffee that I like the best, and I buy it and I make it myself. And then every day, my coffee is always awesome because it's what I want, and I made it myself.
I'm a hot chocolate guy. My mother made homemade hot chocolate ever since I was young. I loved her homemade chocolate. I loved it whenever a few times I go. I like Caribou. Caribou's hot chocolate. It's good. But if you handed me a free hot chocolate if it was from Perkins, I don't know, wherever it was, I'd drink it. But if I'm going to, on occasion, have one, I do like it. I mean, here in town, Holiday gas station has really good hot chocolate. Really good. I mean, it's Hershey's, and it's really good. You know what I'm saying? It's a good hot chocolate. But I'm not going to be a Nazi about it. I've had other hot chocolate SA where not enough chocolates in it. You know what I'm saying? Just like we were in Vegas, and I wanted a screwdriver when we were winning money, and she goes, we don't have any more vodka. So she gave me a pineapple screwdriver. I'm actually like pineapple screwdrivers. Because I was, they didn't have any more vodka. I said, I'll take a pineapple screwdriver. That was actually pretty good. I didn't piss him off. I said, just give me that. It'll be fine. I'll try it. She brought it.
I was delivering one day, a hot day, and, sometimes they leave goodies for us on the doorstep. Mm-hmm. And it was a black cherry, raspberry ginger ale. And it was awesome.
Yep. We used to, when I used to caddy over at Minneapolis, they had a halfway point, and you'd get a pop. We would. This is before we had a cherry 7-Up. Before they started doing that, we would always get that. We would call that a Manhattan, a cherry 7-Up. Before they actually did it in the 7-Up, so we would mix stuff. You know what I'm saying? So,
I was a spoiled brat as a kid. We used to go to the country club, and we would get a cherry Coke because they'd take Coke and then they'd put cherry. The bartender would put cherry drink in it.
Yep, that was before they did it. Before it became cherry Coke. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we thought we were big adults. We're getting a mixed cherry Coke. Oh.
My favorite when I do go to like Burger King or something, I'll have a lemonade Coke. I'll put a little Coke. I'll put the Coke in there, and then I'll put a lemonade in the Coke.
Yeah.
Give it a little kick to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just enough. But yeah, I did hear your big brother pissed him on about Sarasota Tim that he was putting videos of one after another. Like, he was so upset about that. He was so mad, BlindViews, that he would put 1, 2, 3 out. That it's like he's such the YouTube police here. He's so the YouTube content. You have to literally go through him. Just kind of like, if you're the head chef and I'm making a menu, I got to go through you first. You know what I'm saying? It's like
I'm agreeing with Mark. Marcus, he's just jealous that they beg better than him.
Yeah,
that they make more money but begging than him. So he's an inferior beggar.
Yeah, he hates it. That we've spoke before on the phone. He's pissed because Mikey is like Sarasota Tim. He's a great aw shucks kind of guy. Just feel sorry for me. He's just a very non-threatening person. I'm living free. I'm out here, trying my best, and people are like, something, Karl, we got to help this little panhandler here. It's panhandling. We see it here in Minnesota all the time. I've been to the Costco a few times over there in Maplewood, and there's another one I think over in St. Louis Park, and I go there on a very rare occasion if I'm in the area with Sue Ellen. We'll go there once in a while, and there's a guy in that corner every time. He sits there with his sign, and he's I'm a veteran, whatever else, but that Mike guy, it seems like a nice man, but he comes off as a very, very woe is me, and it's people are going to give money. Where I think BlindViews is a very angry man, an angry white man who's had a shit life, and and he's all pissed off at the world, and he's on YouTube and he's mad that people ask for money, and then as soon as he builds somebody up, well, then if you turn on the guy, all of a sudden it's like, I mean, he hates you. Like he's still mad.
And then he's lusting after the ladies, and as soon as they get traction, they leave his ass behind.
Yeah,
and he gets mad.
Yeah. Well, who's he been mad at before? Who's he been mad at?
Well, and Tracy, the Van Adventures Number 50, don't give him the time of day.
Yeah, I don't blame her. I don't blame her at all.
And there's other van people. I don't really care about them, so I don't really know.
There's the other chick he mentioned, and I saw her before I saw him. What's her name? Starts with an A. He mentioned her the other day. She's got a dog, and I've seen her a few times, a long time before I saw him.
There's a chick, Montana Dana. She's a pretty girl. And he builds her up all the time, and she don't give him shit for it.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, well, she does things the way it's supposed to be done. She uses it as an art. She makes good videos. No, dude, you're just lusting after her because she's good looking.
But yeah, that too, and he does it his way. What he approves of. She's BlindViews approved.
Yeah. But she don't give a rat's ass.
Correct. Well, I tell you what, the warden has entered the building, and she's cut me off.
The warden? Are you going out today?
Mm-hmm. Probably Chinese, I think, so.
Chinese? With their tiny little trees.
Mm-hmm. How's the weather out there in Illinois?
It's supposed to thunderstorm, but it's getting cloudy.
We just got some rain here. But the warden gave me the old let's get going, so we're gonna go do some
sunny all day.
We're gonna get a tree at Menards. Do you have Menards in Illinois?
Yes.
So she wants to get
a very nice store.
I do too. I like it. I don't shop at Home Depot because I don't live in Atlanta. So
Menards is the one I prefer, but then the wife worked at Home Depot, so then we'll shop there for a while.
Mm-hmm. So how's your new job at Burger King these days? Have you gotten fired yet?
Yeah. Been messing with people's burgers.
I don't think I told you this. I had a good friend of mine who was retired years ago. He was older than I was, and I knew him from the golf course caddying. A very good friend of mine. His wife had passed away, and he moved to North Carolina. And I told him it's impossible to get fired at Burger King. So what he did, he got hired, and he didn't do anything mean, but he wanted to see how long he could work without bathing. He worked there for 2.5 weeks, and they finally fired him because he refused. He didn't bathe, and he would just hit on the girls, like say, "Hey, you got a boyfriend?" So he hit on all the girls, and he didn't bathe for 2 weeks, and they finally fired him. He goes, "See, you can get fired at Burger King." So he didn't bathe for a good 2.5 weeks, and hit on the women, and they fired his ass. So
yeah, well, you got to work at it.
Anyways, hey, I appreciate you coming on the show. Okay.
All right, Cole. You have a great night.
All right, there he goes, Karl. Appreciate Karl coming on the show. I really, really do. Appreciate it very, very much. Remember the military of the air and Fort Hood branches, you guys. We always do. Without you, little nothing at all. But 1 and 2. Okay. Storm the beaches, snapping at the Crouch, feed the Jews. Forgotten War, Vietnam, all the wars, Air Force, Army, the Marines, the Navy, the Marines, South Coast. Thank you so much for this country without little at all. We appreciate it very, very much. All you guys do. Okay? And make good choices, very choices. Don't run with poor people. You're going to be poor. Okay? That's all there is to it. You'll be poor. Okay? That's all there is to it. And don't drink and drive, like I said. And smashing gas. You don't like two men having sex. You can't watch two women. That's all there is to it. Not a very Christian thing to be doing. Okay? That's all we're saying. Okay? Fear Mongering Radio. We're going to go have Chinese tonight. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you Sunday. Thanks, Karl. Stay triggered. We're out.